Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I have my update for Project Level Up. This is a project that was started by Sophie Alexandra here on YouTube, and it is so much fun. It kind of combines No Pan Left Behind, Pan those eyeshadows, Pan that palette, all into one super fun project. So I am currently on level 2, and that means I need to use every shade in this palette twice and hit 2 pans. So the palette I have in is my Ulta Hufflepuff palette. This one got rolled in last update. So I have been working on this one for a month, and it has been a lot of fun to work on. So I will insert a picture of what this looked like right when I rolled it in. And here is this palette today. So I think you guys can already see some differences compared to the picture, and I am so excited. So I am going to run through my uses on each of these shades and talk about if I hit my goals. So as I'm talking, I'm going to have some pictures of looks I created with this palette popping up on the screen so you can see some of the looks that I created with this palette and with these shades, the little bit of variety of looks that I did. So this first shade here is Sherbert, and I used this one 15 times within this project, and as you can see, I did hit pan on this shade. I am so excited. This originally wasn't going to be the one of the ones that I panned, but I started getting quite a nice dip on this as I was going, so I did decide to stick with it and get that pan in this shade. So excited about this one. Next we have the shade Sunset, which I used twice, so I did meet my usage goal with this one. Then we have Lumos, which is the other one I hit pan on, and that took 12 uses within this project. I am so excited about this one. I know I focused on kind of the most basic, boring shades within this palette, but they were definitely the easiest ones for me to work on, and I am super happy to see a couple of pans within this palette. These are my first 2 pans in this palette, so exciting. So I did reach for that one 12 times, so I feel like a pretty good amount, and that was just within this project. I had reached for this quite a few times beforehand, so it did take a little bit of time to hit pan on both of these shades, but I am super happy about them. Next up we have the shade Golden Snitch, which I reached for twice. This was originally going to be one of the ones I thought I would focus on, just because typically shimmers are easier to hit pan on than mattes, but I just wasn't really using this shade, so I did get my 2 uses, so I did meet my goal with that one, but I just didn't really reach for it any more than that. Next up we have the shade Galleon, which I reached for 3 times. This is one of my favorite yellow shades in my collection, so I was really happy to get at least a few uses on this shade, and once again I met my goal with this one. And then the shade next to that is the shade Earth, and I used that one twice. Down here is the shade Honest, and I reached for that one 3 times. That is not a shade I use a ton, so it was really nice to get a few uses on that shade. And then these last 2 here, Rust and Burrow, I reached for 2 times each. So I have met all of my goals with this palette, and I am so excited because that does mean I will be rolling in my level 3 palette. I am really nervous about level 3, and quite honestly, I'm not sure if I will go over level 3. I kind of want to reset back down to level 1 after I hopefully meet my goals with level 3, just because quite honestly, I don't really want to focus on hitting 4 pans in a palette in such a short amount of time. I know that when I have palettes and projects that I'm trying to pan, I kind of dig into them a little more than I probably would if I was just naturally reaching for them. So I'm going to try and do them as quickly as possible, and that's just not really how I want to pan, so hopefully you guys don't think it's cheating, but I do anticipate that after level 3 I will go back down to level 1 and start back there. So I'm just not going to be going as high as some other creators who do this project. But this one was super nice to work on. I am really happy I decided to work on it and got some good use on it, and we now get to see 2 shiny little pans in this palette, which is so exciting. So this one, like I said, is going to be rolling out, and we can roll in for level 3. Alright, we can go ahead and roll in a new palette. I'm so excited. We get my I Heart Revolution, Oh the Places You'll Go palette. I am so excited about this one. Alright, so here is my I Heart Revolution, Oh the Places You'll Go palette. I am so excited. This is honestly one of the ones that I was really hoping would be rolling in for one of these later levels. So this is going to be my level 3 palette. And here is what this one currently looks like. So there are 8 total shades in this palette that I'm going to have to use 3 times each. And I will have to hit 3 pans as well. I do have 2 pans in here already. So I am going to have a total of 5 pans in this palette by the end of this round. These shades are pretty easy to hit pan on, so I don't anticipate it taking too long, but we will see. These are slightly more colorful shades, some of them, so it will be interesting to see how quick I am able to reach for them and hit pan. As for what I anticipate hitting pan on, I know for sure it will be in this shade over here. It's possible the other 2 shimmers. I might also focus on this lighter pink shade, maybe even this purple, who knows. I'm just going to kind of test it out and see. I can almost guarantee it is not going to be in the orange matte shade, but the other ones I think are pretty fair game for my 3 pans. Shimmers are of course easier to hit pan on than mattes, but I might try and focus on one of the mattes in this palette just to see how long it will take me, but we will just have to wait and see. But like I said, I am so excited that this palette is rolling in, absolutely thrilled. This is going to be such a fun one for me to work on, and hopefully an easy one for me to show some good progress on. So that will conclude my update for Project Level Up. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Let me know what else you would like to see from me as well. And be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future uploads. I am really trying to get to 500 subscribers, hopefully within like the next month or 2. I feel like I'm getting close, but still at the time I'm filming this about 50 away. So if you want to subscribe, I would really appreciate it. And with all of that said, I will see you in my next video. Bye!